The teacher enters the classroom and says,
Hello, my dear students. Let's start the lesson quickly because we are very late in the curriculum. Please, every one of you, open the science book, page 41, and read the lesson while I write the objectives on the whiteboard. So, let's start. We will study today about the mammals. You know that mammals are the intelligence with some possessing large brain, self-awareness, and tool use.
while the teacher explains, there is one student misbehave and spin around the classroom and play and annoy the rest of her colleagues. And the teacher continues to explain and did not stop and did not pay any attention because of the delay in the curriculum. Students are upset and they complain to the teacher, but the teacher completed the lesson and did not pay attention to them.
Mammals can communicate and in several different ways, including the production of making of marking, alarm signals, and singing. Well, we will continue in the next class.
The teacher goes to the supervisor room.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, I would like to inform you that I have a student. Her name is Latifa. She's very annoying and she is always distracting the other student attention. Because that, I'm late in the curriculum. I ignored her for not interrupting and disrupting the lesson. So please deal with her.
All right.
The next day, the student entered and the supervisor shouted at her.
You should respect your colleagues and not distracting the teacher. You should apologize to the teacher and your colleagues now. Come on with me.
The supervisor entered with the student, pushed her, and asked her to apologize to the rest of her colleagues. Latifa sat on her chair and she cried.
I like my students because they pay attention to the lesson and always participate.
All of the students participate except Latifa. The teacher gives the student a glance and says while explaining the lesson the student name.
Latifa, the mammals are the most intelligent mammals. Do you know that?
To let her be aware of her unacceptable behavior, the student continued doing her misbehavior. The teacher moves towards the student and touches her shoulder and says with a very low voice,
Latifa, can you pay attention to the lesson?
The teacher tried her best to make Latifa pay attention, but everything that the teacher did was not making difference. The teacher calls Latifa's father and asks him for meeting. The father comes to school and meets the teacher.
Good morning, Mr. Ali.
Good morning. Is there anything wrong with Latifa?
Unfortunately, Latifa doesn't pay attention in all classes and her academic achievement is in the low level.
Really? But me and her mother always review with her what she takes in the class. And then she goes to a private teacher to study more.
Maybe that's the reason which makes her to not pay attention. She should take more time to play with her friends and family. Let the home time be for playing and the school time for studying.
The father gives his daughter more time to play with her friends. The father becomes closer to his daughter. After that, Latifa becomes more interactive in the class, and she always participates. The teacher shouts at Latifa and says,
Hey, stupid, stop making noise or get out of my class.
the students laugh. Latifa starts to cry. At home, Latifa's parents noticed that Latifa doesn't eat well at home, and she always said. Latifa's mother said.
Why you look so sad?
Latifa starts to cry and refuses to tell her mother why. The father also comes to Latifa and says,
Tell me, sweetie, why you are sad and don't eat with us. We can't help you if you don't tell us what's wrong with you.
The teacher had called me stupid and she expelled me from the class. Then all my classmates laughed at me.
The father becomes angry and he immediately goes to school the next day.
Yes, Mr. Ali, what do you need?
I want to see Miss Araib now.
Calm down and tell me what is wrong to help you. You can't see Miss Araib now because she has a class.
I don't accept calling my daughter stupid. If you don't call Miss Araib now, I will go to her class.
The problem increased. The teacher had dismissed from her job and Latifa's academic achievement decreased. She hates going to the school as she thinks that other teachers don't like her because of what her father did to Miss Araib.